you. Thank you, dear friends. What a lovely performance, participation. We really appreciate, encourage you to make this SimFest in vibe. Thank you so much. Thank you. We feel the spirit of SimFest and the Salesian Youth Movement.
As we all settle, let us shout for Don Bosco. Bosco, Bosco, Bosco. Bosco, Bosco, Bosco. Bosco, Bosco, Bosco.
Dear friends, we have just now sang that lead us to new dawn. We have a person who will lead us to new dawn in the person of Professor Sulthan A Ishmail, member of the Planning Commission of the Government of Tamil Nadu, a scientist, ecologist. In the Salesian youth spirituality, we know how it is important to care for the world, the nature. Our Rector Major beautifully tells the Salesians, let us accompany the young people towards sustainable future. It is the call of the Rector Major. It's the call of the General Chapter. And we are here to be enlightened by the best person who can speak to us about ecology, integral ecology, and then about climate change, about how young people we should get ready for this important event. And then may I invite Professor Sulthan A. Ishmail on stage, and may I invite Father Rector to come along to honor our very dear Professor. Sir, the stage is yours, sir. You can.
Hello. Yeah. Children, good morning. தமிழ்நாடு பிள்ளைங்களுக்கு काले वणक्कम और जो उत्तर भारत से आए हैं उनको मेरा नमस्कार. I want to take you through a journey, children. मैं कोशिश करूंगा कि हिंदी में, तमिल में और इंग्लिश में जुमले बोलते रहूंगा. ठीक है? Yeah, I would like to communicate in all the three languages to take you forward into this direction. Just sit down, relax, and enjoy. enjoy. அது எடுக்கிறீங்களா? அது முக்கியம். என் குரல் வந்துடும், அது முக்கியம். Right. Children, please be aware as to what's happening today in the world. Please be aware as to what's happening in the world, because today they want to talk about sustainable development goals. हर जगह SDG की बात होती है. SDG அப்படின்னு சொன்னோம்னா அதுக்கு அர்த்தம், what people are trying to tell is, by 2030, please children, no phones. Listen over there. Children, this is my 50th year of teaching. I have been teaching for 50 years. I started teaching, I'm basically a teacher. So, please children, try to concentrate and get your information, especially Tamil Nadu மாணவர்கள். நான் யாருங்கிறது கடைசியில் சொல்கிறேன் உங்களுக்கு. Provide nutritious and sufficient food for all by 2030. How many years do you have? 5 years. We are already in December. Is it possible? Yes? I wish so. But we have a responsibility. We have a responsibility. Second important, end all forms of malnutrition by 2030. बच्चे लोग थोड़ा सा concentrate कीजिए आप, क्योंकि जो points मैं बोलना चाहता हूँ ये आपके किताबों में भी नहीं है. नहीं, फोन मार खाएगा हमारे पास, बिल्कुल मार खाएंगे आप लोग. Third, double agricultural productivity by 2030. जो किसान उत्पन्न करते हैं அறுவடை பண்றது அப்படியே ரெட்டிப்பு பண்ணுவோம் அப்படிங்கிற ஒரு நம்பிக்கை. Improve land and soil quality. Please understand what's happening, and you as Salesians, you have a responsibility. That is what you must understand. Where you are from, what you are doing is different, but we have a responsibility.
And then maintain genetic diversity. Genetic diversity, palluir. Is that clear? Genetic diversity of seeds. But today we are 121st in the world. We are very, very poor in this. Can we do something as youth of this country? इसके बारे में जब सोचेंगे तो लोग कह देंगे climate change. Climate change. The moment we say climate change, आपके स्कूलों में whatever it is possible, people come and tell you, we can restore soil. We can restore soil. We can restore water. तेरे बाजू में देख, उसके सर पे एक देना थोड़ा. हाँ देख, बदमाश. बोल रहे कि climate change के बारे में जब restoration की बात आती है, people say that soil can be restored, water can be restored, forest can be restored. तो ये हालत है आजकल. People are getting mad and mental health because of climate change, जैसा यहाँ पे थोड़े लोग कर रहे हैं, right?
और फिर India has suffered extremely. Please children, especially children from the northeast, please understand what's happening, right? And when you look at it, यही है climate change and restoration की बात, which I don't believe in. Supposing a person is going in a two-wheeler, meets with an accident, और उसका पैर काट के निकाल दिया. Meets with an accident, leg is amputated. If I can give back, ए बदमाश, ओए, नजर वहां पे लेके जाओ. खुदा ने आंखें दिया है वहां देखने के लिए यार, आपके फोन पे नहीं. If I can give back the original leg, that is restoration. Is it possible? Not possible. We give a wooden leg, and that is rehabilitation. What we are doing, no noise, no talking, please. Children, please listen and mind it. Is that clear to you all? I have come here all the way to talk to you, not to make you people talk among yourselves. Let us concentrate. We have an important responsibility in this world. We will not be alive over here to carry on the message. But but you are the youth of the country, and I expect you. If you ask me what have you done, I'll tell you in the last slides who I am. But children, we owe a responsibility for our country, for our Mother Earth, for whomever we believe in. What we are doing is rehabilitation. This we can do by mitigation. That's the reason why we have met over here. Or you can go for adaptation. I just don't care. I don't bother about it. Three important things, children. The problem is in school we teach you wrongly. We tell you the difference between living and non-living. Did they not tell you in school? Living, non-living? They told you that air is not living. They told you that we are living. But nobody told us that if I remove the non-living air from my body, I become non-living. Water is non-living, I am living. Remove water from my body, I become non-living. It's basic relationship that exists between living and non-living. Now, for example, if I ask you an example, why do we need air? Now you said, who said breathe here? You said breathe, what's your good name? Alan, you said air is for breathing. I can use your name? Alan, did you have your breakfast today? What did you have for breakfast? What stuff, man? You did not stuff yourself with stuff. Khichdi and all. Now, khichdi is made out of semolina, soji, right? Soji. Now, soji, does it have more amount of protein or more amount of carbohydrate? Carbohydrate. So, what did you really have logically? Carbohydrate for breakfast. Now, carbohydrate is made up of carbon, hydrogen, and oxygen. So, logically speaking, Alan had carbon, hydrogen, oxygen for breakfast. Where do you normally find carbon, hydrogen, oxygen? So, what did Alan have for breakfast? Children, it's the same air we breathe, is the same air we eat. Plants convert them into food and give it to us. Please understand and appreciate nature. When it happens that way, we include the space and the fire, and we call it as the Panchabuddhas in India. Right? Now, who eats more? An elephant will eat more, or a dog will eat more? Dog? Elephant? Fair enough. Now, what is the weight of an elephant? What is the weight of a dog? For an elephant, I'm going to give grass. How much maximum I can give? 50 kgs. For a dog, I want to give meat. 1 kg. When you go to a doctor, doctor first asks your weight because medicine and food is prescribed according to your weight. So 5,000 kg animal is eating 50 kg, which means 1 kg of elephant is eating how much? 10 grams. How much is a dog eating? So who is eating more? Why should a dog eat more? Because it barks. Why? Why? Because elephant eats the grass which fixes the energy from the sun, whereas dog eats the meat of an animal which eats the grass which fixes the energy from the sun. So it has to eat more to get that energy. That's the reason in India and Asia we are vegetarians. We all are vegetarians. We all predominantly vegetarians. You go to any non-vegetarian hotel and ask for a non-vegetarian thali, khana. Yeah. If you order for it, you get rice, which is plant-based. You get chapati or puri or paratha, plant-based. You get all the sabzi, plant-based. Just in a small cup, 2 pieces of chicken or 2 pieces of meat, they will keep and call it as non-vegetarian. So predominant energy flow is plant-based food. This is the magic word, children. Note it down. Beta badmashi mat karna, chup phone mat uthana yaar. Kya ho gaya badmashi? You see, I'm advisor for the government of India and the government of Tamil Nadu. When I can put my phone off for 1.5 hours, can't you children do it for me? क्या हुआ बच्चे? कर सकते ना? कर सकते ना? Yeah, children, I am chairman for the Scientific Review Committee of the Department of Science and Technology of the Government of India, right? And also the member advising the
can put my phone off for 90 minutes. Can't you put it off for my sake? You can, na? Let us do it, children. Let us be serious. It's a magic word, echo. This word means home. This word means home. And here home is the earth. If I study about the home, it is ecology. If I evaluate my home, पैसे के हिसाब से, पैसे के तुलना में अगर उसको हिसाब करें, तो it becomes, that's all, Raja. Ecology is study, economy is evaluation. The problem is there's a clash between these two. Or is what burns? Ecology burns because people want money. That is biodiversity. अब शुरू होती है बदमाशी. देखिए आप यहाँ पे गौर से देखिए. कुछ नल्ला गौंची पारेंगे राजा. We India, we are very rich in biodiversity. Please be proud of it. We are very rich in biodiversity. हमारे पास कई किस्म की सब्जियाँ हैं. कई किस्म की सब्जी. And ஒரே ஒரு காய்கறில பலவிதம் இருக்கு நம்மட்ட. அதாவது வெண்டை எடுத்தீங்கன்னா பலவிதமான வெண்டைக்காய். We have several varieties of ladies finger. We have several varieties of tomatoes. इतना सब हमारे पास है. ये तमाम चीजें हमारे देश के हैं. हमारे देश के. We have so many varieties. हमारे पास इतने सारे थे. எங்கிட்ட இத்தனை விலங்குகள் இருந்தது. इतनी varieties. All were there. Then this problem started. देसी गाय, बाहर के देश की गाय. ठीक है? Bos indicus, Bos taurus. The difference is they will have a hump, they will have no hump. And then what happens? अगर ये देसी है, நம்ம பிள்ளைங்க எங்க இருக்கிறாங்க? டேய், தமிழ்நாடு பாண்டிச்சேரி எங்க? பாண்டிச்சேரி யாரா இருக்கிறா? பாண்டி எங்க? எந்த ஸ்கூல்டா? காரைக்காலா? நான் பாண்டியில பிறந்து வளர்ந்தவன். Right? Hey. If I call this desi, அப்ப இது தேசினா இது யாரு? பரதேசி. Right? So this confusion started. Now children, what is not in your books, the government is bringing a new technology. इसके बारे में आपको ध्यान देना चाहिए. A new technology called as Bellsville sperm sexing technology. We want only cows. We don't want bulls. That is the new technology. You all know that when you study science in small classes, mammals like us, human beings, cows, cattle, lion, deer, the males produce two types of sperms, X and Y. Females produce only one type of ovum, that is X. So when they fertilize X with Y, it becomes a male. If it is X and X, it is a female. So this technology collects the sperms, separates them into X and Y. All the Y sperms will be destroyed so that only female cows will be born. On one side we say we want to protect biodiversity. On the other side we are going to do this mischief. Children, please be aware as to what's happening, right? And that's going to increase in cost for artificial insemination for farmers. That's poultry. அப்பா அந்த சவுண்டு கொஞ்சம் கொடுக்கணும் ராஜா. சவுண்டு வரும் இதில். கொஞ்சம் கொடுத்து வச்சிருங்க, அப்புறமா வரும். நெக்ஸ்ட் ஸ்லைடில் போட்டுருங்க. These are our domestic hens. Now unfortunately we are giving importance to this hen. हर आदमी आपको KFC चाहिए, आपको चिकन चाहिए, सब चाहिए. ये चिकन जो है, when I was young, it will stand in attention. It will stand in attention in 70 days. The chicken which you are eating is standing in standardies. Right? Not able to bear its own weight because of antibiotics and hormones in the food. Children, when you go back home, those who are in class 12 now, for example, those who are in class 12, look at your photograph and look at your father or mother's photograph when they were in class 12. You can feel that because when I was in school final, we never used any blade. We started using the shaving sets only after going to college. Now you use shaving set in school because of hormones in food. Please understand what is happening, children. Please understand. And now industry wants this stage in 35 days. fish, मीठे पानी की मछली, आपकी कटला रोहू और मिर्गल, कटला रोही और मिर्गल. And those, नमक तमिलनाडु, we have sea fish, right? We have pomfrets, sardines, all these things. But today, fish is being imported from Indonesia and Thailand. Please be aware, children, as to what we are eating. This fish is basa. It is also sold as apollo. It's a catfish. Tamil வந்து அதுக்கு என்ன சொல்வாங்க கெளுத்தி மீன் கெளுத்தி. They remove the skin, they remove the bones, it is brown in color. Then they add chemicals to it and make it white. And then it comes into India in the form of an ice cube. This fish is available for 300 rupees a kilo. Indian fish, 800 to 1000 rupees a kilo. So many of the restaurants, they buy this, lovely, thaw it, put some bread and other things on the top, and bring it and serving to you like this. You love it, you feel it is very beautiful. Next time when you order for fish, please remember that you will order for a full fish or a slice of fish which has a bone in it. Is that clear? These are the small things you got to go and teach your people, man. That's the reason why you have come here. There are so many things which are happening around us. Look at this person. Who is this? Tiger. Very noble animal. Children, please understand what mistakes we are doing. Supposing one tiger eats one deer. One tiger eats one deer. यानी मतलब एक बाघ ने एक हरण को खाया. ஒரு புலி வந்து ஒரு மான் சாப்பிட்டது. For 1 week, it will not eat again, for example, because it is full. It's a noble animal. So for 1 year, one tiger requires 52 deers, right? If one tiger has to take away 52 deers from a forest, there should be 520 deers in the forest. If there should be 520 deers in the forest, there should be 5,000 acres, 5,200 acres of land with good soil on which fodder should grow. So soil should be good, fodder should grow good, deer will eat the fodder, tiger will eat it. Am I clear? I will not take care of the soil, I will not take care of the fodder, I will not take care of the deer, but I will have Project Tiger. You get my point, Kanna? Right? Please, Raja, understand, Raja. The same thing is with Chinnathambi. Chinnathambi. Chinnathambi is the elephant which roams around everywhere, used to roam around. One elephant requires at least 1 square kilometer area per day, to walk around, eat grass, and then drink water and come back. And they don't walk alone. They are like you people, or we people, right? We are always like friends with us. Like the way you dance, they also dance. They all walk in a group. Just like when you go on a tour, the teacher will turn and say, hey, second batch, come quickly. And then the second batch will come, right? This complete promenade of 1 year going around is called as the elephant corridor. It's called as the elephant corridor. What we do is, we'll put a wall across it. What will he do? Break it. And then we call it as human-animal conflict. Now, who is responsible? बनाए, खाद बनाए, कंपोस्ट, and then this biogas plant came in. और चंद दिन के बाद जैसे ट्रैक्टर आया, we asked these animals to get out. The day we removed animals from agriculture, we started suffering. क्योंकि ट्रैक्टर तो जमीन बो सकता है, लेकिन ट्रैक्टर गोबर देगा? You must develop a tractor which gives dung. Right? हो गया? नहीं हो सकता ना? Tractor doesn't give us dung. Right. So when I plow a soil, what happens to the soil? The soil comes up better. Air goes inside better. When I use a huge tractor, क्या होता है? Compaction होता है. ध्यान देना बेटा. Compaction होता है. जब compaction ज़्यादा होता है, तो अंदर जो है हवा वो बाहर चले जाती है. उलार का कातला में ले पड़ो. So what happens to the soil organisms? They die. They start dying. Right? पेड़ का काम ये आया. This is what a tree does. This is what tree gives us. हर पेड़ देता है. और ये पेड़ में से मुझे which I like very well is Khalil Gibran's lovely quote on trees. Trees are poems that the earth writes on the sky. Trees are poems that the earth writes on the sky. We fell them down, convert them to paper to record our emptiness. Is that clear? Beautiful quotes are available which you can read, children. And then we call 21st day March as International Day of Forest. The moment we say forest, one small group of people say Miyawaki. Miyawaki is not a forest. Proposing Don Bosco here, this international college, this college wants to have a small forest area, they can have Miyawaki. But Miyawaki cannot replace a natural forest. Please understand, children. Cannot replace. This is what is Miyawaki. Forest is different. The moment we talk about forests, governments, departments, they say, why not we grow casuarina and teak? Saukon tekum. Now, casuarina and teak will give you a green cover from the satellite, but will be absolutely of no use to the soil. Because this litter which falls from that, all the leaves which fall, do not decompose easily. तो कोई फायदा नहीं. तो अगर आप पेड़ लगाएंगे आपके गांवों में, ஊருக்கு போயிட்டு நீங்க வந்து மரம் வளர்க்கும் பொழுது, you will always remember that you will grow these sort of plants, जैसा कि जामुन, right? Or magidam, which have small fruits in it. Because birds will come, eat fruits, they will put their excreta, the soil improves, lots of microorganisms multiply. Have you heard about soil smell? मिट्टी की खुशबू सुना है? मन वासने केळिपट्टिरुक्कीला? मन्नुक्कु वासने उंडा इल्लैया? उंडु. मिट्टी की खुशबू है या नहीं है? है नहीं? बिल्कुल नहीं है. There is no smell at all. You take soil, dry it in the sun, smell it, no smell. No smell. When do you get smell? When it rains. आपके स्कूल टीचर ने बोला आपको water is colorless, tasteless, odorless. Water has no smell, soil has no smell. But there is mitti ki khushboo, there is man vasana, there is soil smell. And that smell is not because of soil or water, it is because of the microorganisms that live in the soil. So if there are no microorganisms, no smell, no smell. तो इस तरह की मिट्टी हमें फॉर्म होती है. आजकल तो हम सारे पेड़ निकाल दिए. इवन चिड़िया के लिए कुछ नहीं मिलता है पेड़, तो चिड़िया भी रेस्टोरेंट जाना शुरू कर दिया. Birds have started visiting restaurants, airports, feeding their babies. Right? When I cut the trees, तो मिट्टी तो सीधे ऊपर भगवान को देखती है. And when it rains, all the topsoil goes away into the sea. Children, for nature to develop 1 inch of topsoil, it takes 250 to 400 years. 250 to 400 years to develop 1 inch of topsoil. Remember that. Remember that, children. So what is soil? Soil is food. Soil is food. When I started doing research on soil, I started my teaching in 1974. I started my research in 1978, 79, when even your parents were not born, right? Now, children, when I started working on soils, many people started questioning me a lot. They asked me when I said that soil is also living and not non-living as is written in books. They asked me, okay, fine, you have soil. If it is living, does soil have a digestive system? Children, you are walking on the road. There is one dog lying dead. Ye kutta mara hua pada hai. 1 day, 2 days, starts stinking. You make a hole, put the dog inside, bury it. Do you get the smell? What's happening inside? Who is doing it? Who is there in your intestine? Microorganisms. So logically, I can say that soil also has a digestive system. Then they said, okay, fine, we accept it. Does it have a respiratory system? Just like we take in oxygen and give out carbon dioxide, soil also takes in oxygen and gives out carbon dioxide. So logically speaking, soil has a respiratory system. Then they asked me whether the soil has a circulatory system.
क्या कहाँ से आप
बम्बई से आप पैदल जा रहे थे एक बड़ा सा एक वहाँ पे एक पत्थर पड़ा हुआ था, आपने देखा नहीं, आपने पैर से उसको लात मार दिया और आपको घायल हो गया पैर अपने। डॉक्टर ने आपको एक टैबलेट दिया है, वो टैबलेट आप मुंह में डालेंगे या पैर को खिलाएंगे?
मुंह में डालूंगा।
जो मुंह में डालेंगे तो वो दवा कैसे आपके पैर तक पहुँचेगी?
वो पेट में जाके सब वो न्यूट्रिशन सब डिस्ट्रीब्यूट होएगा ना।
वहाँ से कैसे पहुँचेगी?
Through veins.
Through blood, through circulatory system. Now at home you have plants, right? At home you have a small potted plant. Do you pull up the plant every day and feed the root? Then how is it when you put water and manure on the top, it goes to the root? Circulatory system of the soil. There are burrows created by soil organisms. Then they asked me whether soil has a excretory system. जैसे कि अभी break हुआ, some people would have gone to the restroom, अपना urine दे देते हैं because urea is to be thrown out. In the same way, बच्चे लोग आपने कभी कहीं पे saline soil देखे होंगे, sodic soil देखे होंगे, यूपी वगैरह में तो बहुत ज़्यादा है, तमिलनाडु वाला आरंभिंचिते मलट मन्ने, you will find all the salt coming up, not going inside. So it has an excretory system. Then they asked me whether it has a reproductive system. You have all heard about in vitro fertilization, test tube baby. Now after fertilization, where should you keep the zygote to grow? In mother's womb. So all your tissue culture plants, where have you kept them to grow? In the soil. So soil has a reproductive system.
Everything went on fine, Raja. Finally, they asked me whether soil has a brain. Only then I remembered I could never understand mathematics. So my maths teacher told me in class 5 that I have kaliman in my head, that is clay in my head. Mandala kaliman irukku sonnaru, right? So I became a soil biologist. When I take soil, does it have a brain? Yes, it has a brain. You dig a pit and put anything into it. You put dry leaves, you put cow dung, you put whatever it is, what will happen? It will decompose. But when you put a seed into it, it germinates. Soil knows what it has to decompose, what it has to germinate. Soil is more intelligent than us. Remember that. Is that clear? Clear. So this beautiful soil should have organic matter. Organic matter is veer sattu, jeevat cheez. It should be 2% to 5%. Children, today, national average is 0.15%. अब आपकी responsibility बनती है, जब आप वापस जाएंगे, आपके किसान भाइयों के साथ या आपके धरती के लोगों के साथ, आप ये सुनाएंगे कि उसका organic matter, how to improve it. How to improve the organic matter. Preparing manure, preparing compost. Because people talk about soil fertility, we don't talk about soil fertility. we talk about soil health. Man valam kadiyadu, man nalam. Try this, children, when you go back home. Take some soil, put it in the jar, shake it, keep it. You will get the classification. You don't need a laboratory, Raja. You don't need a lab. What type of soil am I using? My mom wants to have a kitchen garden. What should I do? Just take soil in your hand, put little bit of water. जैसे पूरी या चपाती के लिए आटा बनाते हैं, mix it in that way, and then take it between the finger and the thumb and make a small wick. Wick का मतलब तमिल में तिरिनो चिराग के लिए जो लगाते हैं बत्ती की तरह बनाइए. If I'm not able to make that wick, that means it is only sandy. If I'm not able to make the wick, it is sandy soil. If I'm able to wick and it goes about 2 inches, 2.5 inches, it is clayey soil. If I'm able to make the wick, it breaks after 1 inch, 1.5 inches every time. It is lovely, good garden soil. कर सकते हैं ना आप लोग? सिखाइए, सीखिए और कर दीजिए. This is the best thing which I teach to my farmers. Take a cow for a walk. If it puts the dung, leave it there. Leave it there. Don't take the dung out. If after 2-3 days, dung becomes like a dung cake, dry, that means your soil has a problem. उसमें microorganism नहीं है, पानी नहीं है, कुछ नहीं है. If the dung crumbles into small pieces, that means your soil is good. Your soil is good. Very simple things. Please go and teach your farmers, children. Please go and teach your farmers. It's very important. कहाँ से आप लोग टूर में गए तो उसकी भी सेल्फी लेते हैं. Right? अब यहाँ पे बहुत सीरियस टॉपिक मैं आपको समझाना चाहता हूँ, जिसके लिए I have been blacklisted by the United States. Children, हमारी मिट्टी में उसकी जो ताकत थी कमजोर हो गई है. There are no nutrients in the soil. So when the nutrients have gone down, the soil, the problem is because we wanted to only increase the yield. Yield has increased, but nutrients have gone. Nutrients have gone. So in that case, what am I supposed to do? Supposing a mother is pregnant, the baby is growing. If the baby has to be healthy, should I inject food for the baby or should I take care of the mother? So if the crop that is growing is not healthy, should I add food or nutrients to the crop or should I take care of the soil? Unfortunately, our government of India has refused to take care of the soil, but take care of the harvested crop. Today, we have started with fortified food. What is fortified food? Rice is brought, and this rice goes, I'm able to watch from here. Your head should be there. Right? Rice is taken, it is powdered, and into this powdered rice, they add 1 kg, or they add B6, B12 iron, and then form it again in the shape of rice. And 1 kg of that rice is mixed with 99 kgs of common rice and supplied through public distribution system. Tamil Nadu children, which I am aware of, they are given this rice for midday food because of Government of India. They are given throughout the country, they are given again iron through salt. And in Tamil Nadu, girl children studying in government schools are given iron tablets as well. Is that clear? Many of the states may be doing it. So how much iron goes into that child? Will it be useful or will it not be useful? Depends on the microflora in the gut, which we have not bothered to check. But we are creating iron pillars. So future girls can be referred as iron pillars. Right? We have a lot of responsibility here. Please understand what is happening. I'm very realistic here because anemia, which was 35%, now in India is 58.1% for the reproductive age. And in India, we use millions of tons of chemical fertilizers and pesticides, which we have been working against. The government says that our production is increasing, but children, after 2000, our production per acre has started decreasing. We all know that. आपके कई लोग, कई रिश्तेदार या आप ही के घर पे किसान लोग रहेंगे. एक ज़माने में कितना लेते थे, आजकल कितना उनको हार्वेस्ट मिलता है, how much is harvested, you all know about it, children. And all the chemicals which go into the water, what is happening to this water. And this is one train which goes from Bathinda in Punjab to Bikaner in Rajasthan. Every day carrying not less than 100 passengers, farmers who have cancer. This train is called as the Cancer Express. You can Google it afterwards. You can Google it, and children from Punjab can discuss about it with others. Children from Kerala, especially where the pesticides were being used, you can also discuss with others. People say that we have to save the honeybee. Yes, we have to save the honeybee, but not just the honeybee, but all these help in pollination. A for, B for, अरे खाते नहीं यार बॉल, वहाँ पे कुछ लिखा हुआ है ना, हाँ बिस्किट. C for chocolate, D for cake, dosa. ये आप लोग पढ़ लिए राजा. In future, children will not be able to study this. In future, children will study A for anemia, B for bronchitis, C for cancer, D for diabetics, dengue. Yeah. तो ये बच्चा जो खाता पीता है, क्या उसको सेहतमंद खाना मिलता है क्या? Does he get good food? No. ठीक है.
So can we think about management? जैसे मैनेजमेंट की बात आती है, वर्मीटेक, जहाँ केचुए का इस्तेमाल होता है, you can note it down. I come to understand there's one gentleman here who is doing it in Tirupattur itself. If there is time, you can go and have a look at it. These are our native earthworms. Children, please understand today that earthworms are of three different types, major types. First type, one which lives on the surface of the earth. They are called as epigeic. Jaic is derived from the term geo. Geo means earth, geography, geology. Epi means above. The second group lives in the middle. They are called as anasic. Anasic means intermediate. The third group lives in the bottom. That is called as endogeic, inside the soil. All the three have different roles. The surface produce the compost. The in-between carry it as a waiter in a hotel. And the bottom ones improve the soil. These are the three varieties of Indian varieties. Each one is different in nature, and these are their waste, which is being used as manure, compost. These are castings. These worms are used in South India for compost making, Utralus. So kaise, this is how it works. Children, this is not in your book, please look at it. All 10th standard, you will be reading it in science. Earthworm consumes the food, goes inside, is completely degraded, goes into the intestine. Every segment has kidney-like structures, which we call it as nephridia. So urea and carbon get mixed, and the entire thing is sent out as vermicomposting. So it's a rich fertilizer. This is how earthworms mate with each other, even though each earthworm has both the sexes. Each earthworm has both male and female. They require a partner. Now, after mating, they produce eggs, which are called as cocoons. And from these cocoons, the young one comes out like this. This is how a young earthworm is formed. This is how a young earthworm is formed. You can go and teach vermicomposting for people, make a lot of cow dung, make it cool enough, and then you introduce worms and keep a dry cow dung on the top. Earthworms multiply. बहुत कुछ सिखाना है यार आप लोग को जाके. आपकी रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी है बेटा. बहुत जिम्मेदारियां हैं आपके ऊपर. बहुत जिम्मेदारियां हैं बेटा. ये देखो कितने अच्छे बना रही है. इसको तो बड़ी एक टीम के बास्केटबॉल कैप्टन बनाना चाहिए, है ना? सुंदर बना रही है। इसका अंदाज कितना ठीक है ना? Straight to the rod. After putting so much effort, she sells it for 10 rupees a piece. And these fellows sell it for 140 rupees. Now you understand what is happening to our economy? समझो बेटा, समझो, समझो. That's vermicompost. That's vermicompost. तो जिम्मेदारी है या नहीं है हमारे पे? है ना बेटा? जिम्मेदारियाँ बहुत हैं बेटा आप लोग पे, बहुत है. Always remember, leaf, the more green it is, that means it has more nitrogen. The more dry it is, it has more carbon. इसीलिए even nature always drops both of them together in the soil. Excellent teacher, right? ऐसे ही बनाते हैं यार खाद. नीचे से चड़ी बड़ी डाल दो. On top of it you put all the organic matter. ठीक है? And then you have to add nutrients, microorganisms. To me, the best microorganism is cow dung. थोड़ा सा पानी में घोल कर लो, उसके ऊपर छींटा दे दो. And put layer after layer till it comes to about a height. Cover it loosely with plastic to retain the moisture inside. So inside temperature goes up, children. Goes up to about 60-62 degrees. This is very important for me. This is very important because unwanted pathogens, unwanted pests, unwanted seeds will get destroyed. They will get destroyed, and once they are destroyed, after about 15 days or so, we turn it over when steam is produced. After another 20-25 days, the steam also exhausts, the whole thing comes down, cool it, sieve it, and give it to the worms. The worms will eat it, and that is vermicompost. Is that clear to you all? Children, many farmers in your states, they do not know this small thing. They put all the organic matter and also put the earthworms into it. So the temperature goes up and all the earthworms get cooked, and what they are preparing is earthworm biryani. So just go and tell them, first the temperature has to come down, and then you add the earthworms. Is that clear? Fine. That's vermicompost. During rains, earthworms will come out. बारिश में बाहर आ जाएंगे. Because just like fish, they depend on dissolved oxygen. And when it's very dry, they make a home and survive. This is called as estivation. समझो बेटा, बहुत कुछ हो गया है साइंस में. This is called as estivation. यही हम लोग सिखाते हैं यहाँ पे हमारे स्टेट में, because as working with the state government, with the SIED, rural development, तो किसानों को समझाते हैं, बहुत सारे महिला को समझाते हैं. And this is a unit which I developed it and created it, which today the CPW, that is our Central Pollution Control Board, and the Government of India and the Government of State uses this model. So you can repeat this model. For all my work, I don't create a patent. And if I have created a patent, I release the patent for the farmers. So children, for me, I always believe that knowledge is given by a superpower and we have to give it to the people. So this method has become very popular. Everybody uses it. There should be holes at the base, water goes down. And this is how a unit looks like. Just have an idea, because in case you are going to make it in your own places. इसको तस्वीर बना सकते हैं, अच्छी भी बना सकते हैं, कैसे भी बना सकते हैं. This is what is Tamil Nadu for me. In Tamil Nadu, wherever I go, the temple will be open for me, where I talk to the people, and then we go to the field for a demonstration. All these pictures which you see are there in the Government of India's coffee table book. It is not Gujarat model, it is Tamil Nadu model. எங்க தமிழ் தூங்குறாங்களா? This is a simpler way of doing composting. Children, when you go back, especially Northeast, please teach your people a simple way of doing gardening. Bas 3 feet, एक circle बना दो. Remove the soil from that, जैसे कढ़ाई की तरह, and put that soil around it. I think this is a LED screen, so I can't use a pointer. Yeah. Then you put a little bit of cow dung and some water, microorganisms multiply, starts composting. They can put their home's waste over there after 10 days. And then where you find the yellow arrow, ask them to grow hari dhania, kotamali, pudina, and greens, sabzi, saag. And where you find the green arrow, they can grow vegetables like lady's finger, brinjal, tomato. So on one side they are doing waste management, on the other side they are producing vegetables, which can be used in the family. So please go and teach children. ये सब हमारे जिम्मेदारियां हैं बेटा. This is what we teach here for various farmers, farming groups. But I am worried about something. This idiot says that in 1 week they can do composting with an electric machine, where you will be spending more energy and not required. But the worst, be aware, the worst is one fellow comes and says that he can produce compost in 24 hours. Now, if such a person comes to you when you become an officer and tells that they can produce compost in 24 hours, you will ask him just one question. Were you born in 10 months or were you born in 10 minutes? Compost cannot be produced in 1 day. Is it clear? Please be very clear, children. But I have one machine which is very good, which you can trust and use. If you have a lot of green or vegetable waste, just buy some cattle. In 24 hours, you will get dung. Gobar mil jayega. And it is easy to handle gobar. Is that clear? The vegetable waste takes around about 30 days.
So if you have good clean vegetables which come from the market, give it to the cow. In 24 hours you get the dung, you produce biogas, or you do whatever you want with the gobar. That's easier for you. Please go and start terrace gardening. Very simple, children. Terrace garden जैसे घर पे जाके कहेंगे, somebody will tell at home, अरे यार पुराना छत है, it's an old terrace, don't do anything. But children, the last wall, like this wall, is called as a load-bearing wall. From the load-bearing wall, 3 feet, you can have it. And wherever you get these beams, you can have across it for about 3 feet. And further reduction of weight, you can put it this sort of small treasures, and then you can keep sacks, you can grow. How much soil is required? क्योंकि immediate आपके लोग बोलेंगे ना, हम अपार्टमेंट में रहते हैं, हमारे पास जगह नहीं है. कहेंगे ना, how much soil is required? To grow pudina, you require only 4 inches of soil. Right? And to grow methi, हमेशा होटल जाते हैं, मेथी पूरी, मेथी पराठा मांगते हैं आप लोग. To grow methi, you can do it in a sweet box. And what I am now teaching in schools, हमारे यहाँ नारियल के जो ये मिलते हैं ना, चुप्पे कहते हैं, I get in plenty. So growing them in coconut shells, methi. 12 days you have methi sabzi ready. Very simple mechanisms. Please, children, try to do it. Go do it at home. Mulching is very important. Teach your farmers. The moment we tell mulching, people say, how about plastic mulch? No plastic mulch. You have to use organic mulch. Organic mulch, not plastic mulch. Why? Because when you have organic mulch, it is from straw, and along with weather conditions, both of them effectively produce fermentation and carbonization, and that produces mitti ki khushbu. समझ गए ना? Very simple, beta, very simple. This you must all understand, Raja. Even your schools are doing it wrong. I think even this, I do not know, I have not seen, they may also be doing wrong. Now, when you walk in the rain, if it is raining, I hold the umbrella, the water will fall on my head or around me. Around me. I don't have an umbrella. I go and stand under a big tree. A few drops may fall on my head, but most of the water will fall around the tree. Why should water fall around the tree? Water falls around the tree because the roots which drink are there. The roots which drink are there. So where should I water the tree? I should water the tree where the leaves end. Is that clear, Raja? समझ गए ना आप लोग? Right? But what we do? We water near the trunk. And then we say that कुछ नहीं लगता है, फल नहीं आता है, फूल नहीं आता है. कहाँ से आएगा? कहाँ से आएगा? Please understand. That's the reason we teach farmers to make such trenches for tree plantations. These are earthworm burrows which earthworms create, the circulatory system of the soil, based on which we created vermiwash, liquid fertilizer. किसी भी चीज में बना लो आप liquid fertilizer. इसके सारे procedures, you just got to put my name in YouTube or Google, you will get all the information, free downloading and free cost. Yeah, everything is available. ये पंचकाव्य है. Dr. Kodumudi Natarajan, he is one of the pioneers in this Panchakavya. Yeah, you can take a picture of it. This is the procedure, how to make Panchakavya at home. Yeah, you can take pictures, no problem at all. The entire procedures are there. Very simple. Only thing you must remember is, you must mix ghee and cow dung and leave it for 3 days. After that, you must mix other components. If you mix everything together, then ghee floats on the top and is not effective. Samajh gaya na beta? Right? So please see to it that you follow this. This is kya beta? Anything? This is Panchakavya. इसी तरीके से बहुत सारी चीजें हैं जो आप घर में बना सकते हैं. ये FEM है. Any ripened fruit at home. आपके पास पपाई है या केले हैं, वाழைப்பழம், पपाली, नल्ला पழுத்தது. Just add it up along with jaggery, good, equal quantity. उसको mash कर दीजिए and then add water, close it and keep it. Don't keep it open. If you keep it open, flies will leave their eggs and maggots will come in. It will start stinking. So keep it closed. The bottle will start expanding. Plastic bottle. Don't use glass bottle. Glass bottle will break because of the pressure. Fermentation process. If it becomes too big, open, close it immediately. After about some 30-40 days, it will smell like alcohol. Take it, dilute it, spray it. Excellent fertilizer. Excellent fertilizer. नहीं, आपके पास मछली है, जैसे बंगाल है, असम है, जहाँ मछली ज़्यादा इस्तेमाल होती है. The waste part of the fish, mixed with jaggery, you have fish amino. Excellent tonic for the plants. Excellent tonic for the plants. Children, you have so much of knowledge available here, Raja. जाइए, बांटिए, आप लोगों में बांटिए. सब कुछ. Just go and talk to your parents. No problem at all. इसी तरीके से we use coconut milk and buttermilk combination. अगर फूल लगते हैं, फल लगने से पहले फूल झड़ जाते हैं, तो this is effective. பூத்து பூலேருந்து பழம் வரணும், காய் வர்றதுக்கு மிந்தி பூ கொட்டுதுன்னா இதை யூஸ் பண்ணணும். Very simple procedures, Raja. Very simple procedure. This which I have started long back. केले खाने के बाद, just put those banana skins in a bottle, add water, leave it for 3-4 days. For 3-4 days, take the water out, dilute, spray. Your hibiscus, beautiful. Potassium. All flowers, beautiful. You need not buy anything from anywhere. All the schools, I'm able to see some sisters here who will be in charge as well. So please see to it, sisters and brothers who are going back to your schools, just after that banana, don't throw away the skin, soak it in water, decant after 3 to 4 days, dilute, spray. Simple. Another best thing, everybody eats eggs nowadays. After you eat the egg shell inside has a membrane that will stink.
So if you have enough eggshells, crush them, put them in a pan, roast them slightly. Thoda sa roast kar. Roasting it will become slightly brown in color, and inside albumin will dry up. Put it in a bottle, add acetic acid, vinegar. Vinegar is acetic acid, and that is, shell is calcium carbonate. The moment you add, it will start bubbling. Beautiful bubbles. And within about a day or 1.5, all the elements in the eggshell go into the liquid. Filter it, use it. Jaiye, sikaiye beta. Teach people, please. That is our responsibility. The happiness you will get when they come and tell you the results is what makes us happy, right? This Jeevamrut, which can also be prepared. This can also be prepared at homes. There are so many things beta, so many things beta आप लोग कर सकते हैं. ये पंचकाव्य, वो vermi wash. ये पंचकाव्य शुरू किया था Kodumudi Natarajan. Vermi wash I had started for the country. So the combination works out very well. Combination works out very well. So I'm not talking just out of passion. I'm talking to you as a former head of the Department of Biotechnology. Children, I'm talking to you with evidences. What happens to the xylem vessels? What happens to the chromosomes at the chromosome level? And what are its molecular structures we have worked out? सारी चीजें काम कर चुके हैं हम लोग. So please start, do, work. Seeds, I want very important contribution from you children. यहाँ पे मैं आपको बहुत I want you people to be very serious. बीज जो हमारे हैं, इतने सारे बीज आपके किचन में पाए जाते हैं. इतने सारे बीज आपके किचन में ही हैं. लेकिन the problem is traditional seeds जो कहते हैं उसका नाम होता है heirloom seeds. Please don't call it as traditional seeds. They are called as heirloom seeds. Even these seeds, your parents or your mother who is doing terrace garden goes and buys it from the market. These seeds will be of this color. And this color is because of a very, very nasty neurotoxic pesticide called as neonicotinoid. Children, please be aware. The plants which grow out of it is no problem. What I am worried is about my farmer. My farmer uses BD. वो BD लेगा, 1 or 2 puff, फिर रखेगा, and then he will put 2-3 seeds. Again with the same finger, he uses the BD. Without his knowledge, he is consuming a neurotoxic substance. Is it not my responsibility as an educated child to bring it to the knowledge of the people? Hai na beta? Right? So please start talking about it. Please start talking. Instead of that, this works very well. If any child wants to do a project, please do on it. ये जो termite होते हैं ना, termite को क्या कहते हैं? दिमक. Karyan Puttamanne works very well. Once upon a time we had farmers seeds. Today company has come inside. Children, please watch very carefully. The fight is today between hybrid and GMO. Hybrid is lemon hybrid, mango hybrid. Totally irrelevant gene introduction is GMO, genetically modified organism. Now in GMO, for us, we have enough nutrients in food. We have enough nutrients in food. We don't require, for us food is medicine. Only the Westerners, they require medicine in food. We don't require. They require medicine in food. First they wanted to bring golden rice. We fought against it. Then they brought in BT cotton. They said that BT cotton is non-edible. Is BT cotton edible or non-edible? Non-edible. This is the mistake we make, children. In Madurai, in Tamil Nadu, they get Parthipal. There is cotton seed milk. In Nagapatnam and other places, they make cotton seed halwa. So BT cotton is edible, non-edible? Edible. Then they wanted to bring Baigan Raja. One type of Baigan for the whole country. One type of Baigan for the whole country. Today, India produces 60 varieties in the market. Tamil Nadu produces 22 varieties. Government of India has 4,460 accessions, but one variety because of market forces. And worst is now on mustard. Mustard को क्या कहते हैं आप लोग? सरसों. सरसों का तेल आप ज़्यादा इस्तेमाल करते हैं ना? ठीक है? तो सरसों का जो है, they want to bring it as DMH11, Dhara mustard hybrid 11. So my farmers tell me, it is after all hybrid. Why not I use hybrid? Yes, it is hybrid, but hybrid of genetically modified seeds. Please understand what is happening, children. So we have been working against this. We have been fighting. You wanted to take a picture? We have been working against this. I am advisor for the Organic Farming Association of India. So we are working against this. No GMOs. And this is what will happen. Biodiversity will do judo karate. Hoo-ha. And biotechnology will shoot it down. Children, we are not against technology. As head of the Department of Biotechnology, I am not against the technology. It is where the technology should be used. Technology is like a knife. With a knife, you can peel a potato or you can kill a person. You must be clear where to use the technology, not with seeds. Not with seeds. These are all biopolitics, Raja. पैसे कमाते हैं लोग. पानी के बारे में दो बात कर लूँ आपसे. Maximum water is used in the laundry, washing machine, and while we bathe. नहाते हैं ना, स्नान करते समय. This has only soap in it. Now you children, when you go back to your schools, you will start a small unit. ये unit क्या करोगे? इस तरीके का बनाएंगे, जिसमें you will put all the stones and then grow plants. Canna indica, Kalvarai, ordinary Canna indica, or Colocasia, or Phragmites. But Canna indica is easily available. So रखेंगे. So once this grows, then when the water goes from the laundry, it's only soap water, beautifully passes through. The stones develop PSM, phosphate solubilizing microorganisms. They act on phosphate, PO4 in the soap, convert them into available phosphate, which is P2O5, and this water goes into the soils and makes it into fertile soil. You can do it in your school, in your hostels. This is your take-home message. ठीक तरह से खाना बेटा. आप लोग हमारे फ्यूचर हैं. आप लोग बहुत खाते हैं यार, लेकिन बकवास खाते हैं. बकवास खाते हैं. So from today, children, always remember कि हम हमारे देश का तिरंगा याद रखेंगे. देश का तिरंगा याद रखेंगे. What is the first color of our national flag on the top? You will take some food of that color every day. It can be orange, it can be mango, it can be carrot, it can be papaya, whatever it is. That gives us keratin. We don't need America's golden rice. Clear? Second color, white. Yeah, white calcium is very important for children, especially girl children. Take milk or any alternative if you are a vegan. Third color, green. Green colored vegetables. ये बदमाश North India, because I go for meetings over there. आजकल जब भी जाता हूँ होटल में, उसको पूछता हूँ कि भाई आज क्या सब्जी है, वो बता कि साहब पनीर है. मैंने कहा पनीर कब से सब्जी बन गई? Paneer is vegetarian, not vegetable. Paneer is not sabzi, right? So everybody is moving towards paneer. So green colored vegetables are very important because they have fiber in it. Right from childhood, we have been painting water as blue in color. The chakra is blue. And how many lines in the chakra? 24 hours follow our national flag. We don't need any damn food from any part of the world. Is that clear? ये हमारा तिरंगा सिखाता है यार. अपना तिरंगा हमें सिखाता है कि क्या करना है. On this you stop doing it. No more wastage of food. घर पे माँ बनाती है, स्विगी चाचा लेके आ जाएगा. हाँ, इसको बंद कीजिए. And you think that these two will solve your problem? अरे बेटा, साथ में color be careful with colors in food. आप लोग इतनी पेस्ट्री खाते हैं color के साथ. Be careful children, be careful. All these are dangerous colors. Dangerous colors. अरे यार सूजी में नमक डाल के बनाएंगे, उसका क्या नाम है? उपमा. पता नहीं किसने बचाना वो. like उपमा. And if you add sugar, kesari. Why? If kesari is white, it will not go down your throat, is it? हजम नहीं होगा क्या? The color which is available today is not kesar, but a chemical compound which causes cancer. So what you are cooking at home is not kesari, but canceri. Is that clear? So from today, go and tell your amma that kesari can be white, or you add some saffron, or caramel, or turmeric, or beetroot juice, or carrot juice that can give the color, right? मैंने नाम नहीं कहा. वो रिकॉर्ड कर रहा है, यूट्यूब में डालेगा ना, आप लोग को पकड़ लेगा. बेटा इसमें इतने कलर हैं राजा. बेटा समझो, आपके घर में बच्चे हैं ना, कभी मत लेके जाना. हाँ बेटा, ये देखो, इसको आप जब स्कूल जाएंगे, आपके जूनियर्स पीटीए चलेगा ना, पेरेंट टीचर मीटिंग, पीटीएम, तो यू विल वॉलंटियर एंड टेल द प्रिंसिपल दैट यू विल डेमोन्स्ट्रेट फॉर किंडरगार्टन के जो पेरेंट्स आएंगे, तो ऐसे वाइट प्लेट में रख देंगे और इसमें आप पानी डाल देंगे एंड उनके पेरेंट्स को समझाना कि इसमें कितने रंग आते हैं। बेटा ये तो कोई बात नहीं, नो गिव इट मी, नहीं याद आया मुझे, नहीं आपने नहीं किया, आई नो दैट यू नहीं आई सडनली सॉ दिस, ये कंपनी का बटर कुकी है, इसमें है ना आलमंड एंड कैश्यू आता है। मैंने एक पेरेंट से पूछा कि व्हाई डू यू गिव दिस टू योर चाइल्ड? नो सर, देयर इज आलमंड एंड cashew in it. Next time when you buy almond and cashew, see the ingredients. 0.15% of almond and 0.5% of cashew. 0.15%. कुछ नहीं है उसमें, कुछ भी नहीं है. Please understand the marketing strategies. और ये होटल पे जाते हैं, खाते हैं, and before you pay the bill, वो waiter आपकी bill लेके जाता है ना, without his knowledge, you will take a tissue paper, put some more, pocket में रख के लेके आके खाते हैं. बेटा, they remove the entire juice from this and they add saccharin and other aspartame and then they give it to you. Be careful बेटा, समझाइए लोगों को. Orange इसी कलर का है ना, so this juice alone, why it is red in color? Have you ever thought about it? And this is very good for health. தமிழ் பிள்ளைங்களா, இளநீர் நல்லது தானே உடம்புக்கு? ஆமா, இது வந்து ஒரு பெரிய ஆஸ்பத்திரி, one of the leading hospital, private hospitals in the country is selling this as a powder. You buy this powder, add in water, it becomes tender coconut water. But what I am afraid is they are adding sugar, added sugar 7.2 grams, which means there is 14 grams of sugar in it. And then we give it to diabetic patients. Sugarcane drink. How do you make sugar? From where? Sugarcane. Sugarcane green drink has added sugar. Anyway, बेटा घर पे कहना कि मटर जब भी लेंगे घर पे, मटर जब भी लेंगे घर पे, सारा मटर लेंगे, छिले हुए मटर नहीं लेंगे. It's all fully colored. ले जाइए, सारा इंफॉर्मेशन ले जाइए, अपने लोगों को पढ़ाइए, आपके लोगों को सिखाइए. बेटा बहुत ज़रूरी है आजकल, बहुत ज़रूरी है. Now one more threat has come, children. Note it down. It is called as RBGH. लिख के रख ले बेटा. Recombinant bovine growth hormone. अब इस हार्मोन को अगर हम इंजेक्ट करेंगे, if you are injecting in the cow, then you can draw all the milk. Richness आ जाएगा. But the cow will develop mastitis of the udder in 3.5 years. Disease आएगा. This is on one side बेटा. But one thing seriously now I am telling you. गांव के जो लड़कियां होते हैं, the children from villages, where pasteurization doesn't happen, if those children drink this milk, they will attain puberty, यानी बच्चे जवान हो जाते हैं at the age of 6 or 7. Their entire hormone system will get affected. Please be very, very, very clear about these things. I've been talking about this for a long time. Abhi recently there was a news on the Tamil channel. One cow gives birth to a calf. Cow, गाय जो है, छोटे से बच्चे को जन्म दिया, and that's a female calf. The moment the calf is born, just born calf, gives you half a liter of milk. Watch it.
இருந்ததைக் கண்டு அதை பார்த்தபோது அதில் பால் சுரப்பது தெரிய வந்தது. அதன் பின்னர் பால்மடியில் பால் கறந்து பார்த்தபோது 1/2 லிட்டர் வரை பால் கிடைத்தது.
Half a liter of milk.
கால்நடை மருத்துவர்களிடம் கேட்டபோது ஹார்மோன் பிரச்சனையால் மிக அரிதாக
Hormones which go over there. Are you able to understand what is happening, children, now? Do you understand the seriousness which you have responsibility? Children, please, children. And now they have gone one step further. You know VR, virtual reality? when you go to science center, आपको यहाँ पिला देते हैं और फिर you can see 3-dimensional view of movies that they are going to put on cows. They'll put it on cows so that the cow will feel it is grazing in the field. गाय को ऐसा नजर आएगा. Then they will milk the cow. चुरा लिया है मेरे दूध को. ये जो है ना गवर्नमेंट ऑफ इंडिया का स्लाइड है. ये जो वर्ख लगता है, वर्ख हर स्वीट पे लगाने लगे यार आप लोग भी, और आपके साथ सीखे हुए हमारे लोग भी यहाँ लगाने लगे. தமிழ் பிள்ளைங்களா, நம்ம ஊர் மிட்டாய் இருக்கு பாரு, மைசூர் பாக்கு, ஜிலேபி, நம்ம ஊர் லட்டு, அதில் போட மாட்டாங்க, அதை மட்டும் வாங்கி சாப்பிடும். வடநாட்டு மிட்டாயில் தான் அது வரும், வடநாட்டு மிட்டாயில் தான் அது வரும். இது மட்டும் ஞாபகம் வச்சுக்க. ரைட். ये जो वर्क आता है ये चांदी से बनता है. इट्स मेड आउट ऑफ सिल्वर, बट अकॉर्डिंग टू गवर्नमेंट ऑफ इंडिया many shops are selling it made out of 5 heavy metals. Your kidney will be gone. हाँ, लड़कियों को बस ये कहता हूँ कि जब दूल्हा देखने आता है आपको पसंद नहीं है तो इस तरह की मिठाई खिला के भेज दो उसको. மாப்பிள்ளை பிடிக்கலன்னா அவனுக்கு இந்த மாதிரி மிட்டாய் வச்சு கொடுத்துற சொன்னமா. Children, sweet, yeah, plastics. There are 7 types of plastics. 6, now there is 7th. Now one more caution to you. One more caution. Plastic number 1, 2 and 5, food grade. You are sitting on chairs made out of plastic number 3. Plastic number 3. If you feel uncomfortable, you can leave. You are feeling uncomfortable, is it? No. Okay. Plastic number 3 is PVC, on which you are sitting. So children, please be careful. Now plastic number 7 has come. Plastic number 7 में feeding bottle आती है बच्चों के. Feeding bottle आती है. And if feeding bottle you are buying, they must declare it as BPA free, because bisphenol A can be there. It can cause cancer to babies. How do I know which plastic? Any good company, take it, turn it to the back. You must see a triangle with a number inside. Triangle with a number. है नहीं? देखो देखो बेटा, देखो. There should be a triangle with a number inside. If there is no number inside, don't ever buy that plastic. नहीं है नंबर, नहीं है, रहेगा. प्लास्टिक नंबर रहना चाहिए. There should be a number in the plastic, right? Otherwise, if you buy it from Tupperware, if you are buying it from Tupperware, they don't put the number, but it's all plastic number 5. If you buy it from Tupperware, it is plastic number 5, polypropylene. Children, be careful. ये plastic number 7 है. If you buy plastic number 7, they must declare it as BPA free. Please children, remember, घर पे आपके दीदी या भैया भाभी की कोई बच्चे पैदा होते हैं, feeding bottle लेने जाते हैं आप लोग. If it is made from plastic 7, it should be declared as BPA free. ये दिल्ली में मीटिंग के लिए गया था, ट्रायंगल है, नंबर नहीं है. ये चोरी है, ये चोरी है. ये थर्मोकोल प्लेट, be careful. You can keep ice cream in it, you can keep biscuit in it, but if you keep a hot toast or cake, you will get that impression over there, which means the stearine in the plate has gone into your mouth and you are eating cancer knowing it. Please children, microplastics, please don't buy shampoo or your toothpaste with microplastics. It was declared in bottled water. Now it has come in Chennai water. It has come in Kaveri water. It has come in the air. It has gone into salt. It is there in fish. It has come into fruits and vegetables. It has crossed those barriers now. It is found in the placenta.
அண்மையில் நடந்த மருத்துவ ஆராய்ச்சியில் தாய் சேயை இணைக்கும் நஞ்சுக்கொடியில் நுண்ணெகிழி
It is found in the placenta.
துகள்கள் அதிர்ச்சியை ஏற்படுத்தியுள்ளது. உலகிலேயே பாதுகாப்பான இடம் என்று நினைக்கும் தாயின் கருவறையும் பிளாஸ்டிக் துகள் விட்டு வைக்கவில்லை.
It has come in human blood. And last resort, very recent publication, 7th October 22, it has come in human breast milk. Understand, Raja, what's happening. And now new flag suggests that drinking water from plastic bottles can cause heart attacks. Right? Tea bags warning has come very recently, just about a couple of days back. Tea bags are releasing a lot of microplastics. Samjho yaar, samjho. Right? Because today health industry is not concerned about our food industry is not concerned about our health. And everybody wants to buy an electric vehicle. Right? I work against electric vehicles. Hybrid is better. Electric vehicle, हमारे यहाँ south में, when the summer season, even the north, they cut off the electricity from 9 to 5. तो क्या आप diesel generator चलाकर आपकी गाड़ी charge करेंगे? Hybrid is okay. So whatever Western country doesn't want, they want to dump it over here. Think about it. Because I am worried about where it is being generated. I was chairing the entire investigation of one important thing of the state government. Fly ash accumulation has increased. இங்கே யாராவது எண்ணூர்லேருந்து வந்திருக்கிறீங்களா? எண்ணூர் உங்களுக்கு தெரியும் என்ன நடக்குதுன்ட்டு. அது அந்த ரிப்போர்ட் கொடுத்தது நான் தான். I was chairing that session. This is what is happening over there, fly ash. So children, these are three important things you must work on. Environment, economic, social. तीन में divide करो. जाने से पहले यहाँ से ask and talk to your fathers who have invited you here. Come out with concrete solutions for your region. How you can as an individual bring a change. Right? Which will improve social conditions, which will improve environment conditions, which will improve economic conditions, and the overlapping, like environmental economics, social environmental, and economic social. These are very important, Raja, very, very important. Right? That only will lead to sustainability. That's what takes you to sustainability. So please work on it, children, because today we are ranking 117th out of 166 countries. We are very, very back. We have to improve.
I love this quote in Tamil. तमिल बोलेंगे पढ़चिकला नहीं है. यानी मतलब हाथी को भी देख सकते हैं लेकिन केचुआ नजर नहीं आता. हाथी नजर आता है, केचुआ नजर नहीं आता. इसलिए कह रहा हूँ बेटा ये सब सारे बातें क्योंकि हम लोग फिर से केचुए लेके आना है. We have to reform the world. Because today when it rains, water is not entering the soil. Earthworms will make burrows. And when it rains, water will enter the soil. Right, Raja? Because circulatory system. Lekin, if you want to do all this work, you must have patience. Today, even if you walk silently, நீ பாட்டும் வேலை செஞ்சுட்டு இருந்தாலும் तुम अपना काम करते भी रहेंगे. There is somebody who is ready to push you down. धक्का देगा. यवनाव तल्ली उड़वान जाकर दे. I could not understand these two subjects in my life. Maths to school say I could not understand. Chemistry, my chemistry teacher will come and say, last class we saw, and then he will start. And when the bell rings, he will say, next class we will continue. I could understand these two. But what he said in between, I could not understand. Don't worry, there is life ahead of you. Don't worry at all. Never worry about it. If you feel that your parents have said that you must become a doctor, an engineer, or a computer scientist, and if you don't get admission into any of these things or services, UPSC, then you will be called as a disgrace. Right? क्या खानदान का चिराग बदमाश निकला, कुछ नहीं कर रहा है. If you think like that, you have been listening for the past 1 hour for my disgrace. I studied zoology. That was my subject. At the highest level I have studied. And the greatest reward of my research, some of the senior fathers here who were speaking from the stage would have read this book when they were in class 10. Maybe they have not studied properly, otherwise they would have told by now, yes sir. In that book they would have studied Vermicomposting வார்த்தையை உருவாக்கியவர் முனைவர் Sulthan Ishmail. The term vermitech was coined by me for the world. The term was coined by me for the world. That's my research for the whole world. I'm basically a scientist, a soil scientist, advising the government of Tamil Nadu now completely as a member of the Planning Commission. And in examinations, I'm also the one who created the curriculum for the friends who have come from Tamil Nadu. Pondicherry people betrayed us and shifted to CBSE last year. Their 10th science book was written by me. The biology section, I was the leading for the biology section for the class 10th. They Tamil Nadu pillingla nee padikira book 10th class adi vaanga nee veliya vaani. You are 11th zoology and biozoology. Yay! And in your 12th book, you read about me in your book. That's the greatest achievement a scientist can get in his lifetime. Right? You see, all this happens after a person dies. I don't want to show these slides first to you to impress upon you, but all the work which you have done for the sake of people. I have taken patents, but I have never used the patents. I released it for the people. I have worked with farmers for nearly 40 years now. So children, we have a responsibility. Each one of us, we have a responsibility. I was only a second-class graduate, a second-class postgraduate. I am writing the state's education policy, right? It is not your marks which help you.
It is your knowledge which helps you. So children, please concentrate on your knowledge. This was the first meeting of organic movement in India. First meeting of organic movement in India, where Bernard organized it in Auroville, and I came as a resource person. And in that meeting came Nammalwar. Today is his death anniversary. Amma, avardan avaru. Nammalwar. Avanu nanu annachin pesikuvom orthar. From that time we are friends. We were friends. He is no more. That's Bernard. When we started this movement, and today, and that's Nammalwar. Today is his death anniversary. Iniki dhaan avaruடைய மறைவு நாள். These were the movements which we started long back. Went through streets, talking to people, convincing them, and bringing a change in the entire country. That's my first social work, first TV program when the TV was really fat and we were thin. That was the first release of the entire procedure for the world. And when I started Vermiwash for the world, that was 95. When I started rooftop gardening, which now has become familiar as terrace gardening, I started it in 99 as rooftop gardens, veggies on the rooftop. So all has taken place. I wanted to simplify science because I feel that scientists have ruined my country. Simplify science so that children can understand. That's Dr. Pandey, he said no compromise on great concepts. So we called it as simple task, great concepts. All these experiments are available online. They're all free for the Government of India. It's called the Simple Task Great Concepts.wordpress.com. That's the book. Books are not available. Everything has been distributed by the government. Everything is online. Happened to work with him on this. So, finished it. Finished everything. These are my new books which have come into the market. The new books which were released recently about myself. Only question, children, today. It's raining and the water is falling on the soil. Whom does this water belong to? To the earth. In case you take a pot from home and keep it over there and collect water in the pot, now whom does that water belong to? To you. That pot was not with you. I gave you the pot. Now whom does that water belong? You don't feel like giving it to me now? No. For a sort of a virtual question, I said, I gave the pot. So whose water it is? She says, no, I won't give it to you. Right? It's a virtual question. This is what I want you people to realize. My farmer, our farmers, their land, their occupation, they are working. In the name of corporate farming, some big bees in India want to control the farmer and take everything for themselves. Is it justified? That's your responsibility. I will not go further. This is not a political platform. Children, but don't get confused with this. Some people may say permaculture, some will say biodynamic, some will say sustainable, some will say natural, some will say organic. But what is required is non-synthetic chemical farming. Incidentally, I also was assisting in the formation of the organic farming policy for the government of Tamil Nadu, which was released by the Chief Minister. Technology plays a very important part, so I have the keypad over there. Yeah. Because, any technology should assist the farmer, not replace the farmer. That's very important for us. Now, in case you bring technology, and if I ask Alexa suddenly, Alexa, find help, Alexa will play the song Beatles from Beatles. That is what is artificial intelligence. I will not go or deviate into it now, because I don't want to go in. This is the organic farming policy released by the Chief Minister on 14th March. Children, this is for you people specifically, very, very specifically. In your life, if there is a first coach, what is the coach? The second one important. Third, Raja. Fourth, beta. Will the train move, Raja? No. What you require is the engine. And the engine in life is, please have confidence, you can go, Raja. You can go. You can go, Raja. You can, Raja. That's our eye view, Kana. That's our eye view. But who cares? But who cares? But do you require Pairchi for this? Do you require training for all this? No. What you require is Muerchi, effort. Put in effort, children, because even the teddy bear going over there, so going quietly sees to it that will keep it in position and go. That is our responsibility, every youth here. That is why you have come with a selection group. I love this statement by Tagore, with every child that is born comes a message that God is not yet disappointed with man. So let us leave behind a healthy environment for all the children yet to be born, all for Earth's sake. Our fingerprints are all same, is it not? Are they all separate? Then, if they are all separate, we have come in this world, and before we depart, we must leave our fingerprint in this world. Do some good work, work very hard, produce something wonderful. All the best, children. Good luck to you all. Thank you very much, and thanks to the father for inviting me. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you, Raja. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, Raja. Thank you. Thank you, thank you.
Dear friends, I know already about the greatness of our Professor Ishmail, but the way that you listened, the way you responded, the way you understood, we know that it is a beautiful day. So much of learning has happened in this last 1.5 hours, and I really thank on behalf of every one of you. Shall we say thank you? Will you follow what Professor said? He put it in Tamil, those words we can say. Paichi means training. Let's say, Paichi. More than that, Muyarchi. That is our effort. Now, when we make our effort, and we will get trained, and it is a great contribution he has made to the world, to the world of science, to everyone, and especially for the farmers. And sir, we'd like to thank you for your presence, for your enlightenment. I'm sure our young people, shall we give a standing ovation to our professor? Thank you, sir. It was really enlightening. Please be seated for 1 minute information. 1 minute information. We are already behind schedule, half an hour, but no problem. We'll catch up. It's because of your energetic performance. Now we have to go and perform in the refectory. You have to really eat well, but we have two things simultaneously. There is about an hour of recreational games of which you have wonderful prizes. Simple games, you can win prizes. So first finish the lunch, come back to the ground. 3 places happening in the football pitch, in the volleyball court, and in the basketball court. Girls separate games, boys separate games, and you can win very good t-shirts. nice prizes are there. So if you win 10 coupons, you can claim a nice t-shirt and we will tell you. Now we have to go back fast and come back to the ground to have this game, and 2 o'clock you have to assemble here. The English groups, those who follow English group will stay here, and Chennai province, Trichy province, both FMA and SDB will assemble in the Karenyo Hall, which is just next to the football court for the Tamil session, the session in Tamil. The session in English will happen here.